What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, hit the bell notification. You can get notified of all our latest content as and when we drop it. Of course, leave your thoughts and comments below. And yeah, let's get into this one. So this one is just about a rumor that I've heard. You may have heard it too. A lot of channels been saying this, and there's Talksport have been. I think Talksport might be the actual source of this whole thing, because I've seen it on there. And basically, this is about the Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua fight that is due to take place. There's no date, there's no venue specified as yet, but it's due to take place this year. Thanks to I think it was Daniel Kinahan. He was the specialist, brokered the deal and all that. So we're gonna have it. And the news for over here in Britain, in the UK, is that the price. This is just a rumor. This is not, Sky hasn't said this themselves, nor have BT Sport. But apparently the price for this pay-per-view is going to be $39.99. Now, over here in England, we do, I would say we have it good for the most part. Although I would say that a lot of the time with this subscription, Sky subscriptions and all this, if you add it all up, I mean, I've had it before, and you end up paying in excess of £100 per month for Sky. If you have all the sports, if you have Sky Sports, BT Sports and all this, you have the best packages, you tend to pay over £100 a month. So the subscription alone by itself is very expensive. I mean, now I don't do that anymore, but the subscription is very expensive by itself. So we've been paying normally for pay-per-views. They've gone from, in my time since I've seen it, it's gone from like a $16.99 was the years ago price. It's gone from there to like, I think somewhere around $19.99 in later years. And then recently for the AJ fights versus Pulev and Ruiz, I think those three fights, I believe they were about 25, like $24.99, and about £28 in somewhere like in Ireland and that. So yeah, the prices have been sort of gradually getting there. And this is an interesting one, because, well, it's not that interesting really. I mean, this is something that's quite typical what they do, because they've now jumped from $24.99 to £40 to £39.99. And I know that a lot of people are going to be up in arms about this, because the £25 is bad enough. A lot of people complain about that already. But $39.99 is quite a steep price for over here. It's probably the most it is the most expensive it's ever been, because normally you're talking 20, 25, and that's about it. I mean, I feel sorry for people in America in a way, because the Mayweather Pacquiao one's like $100 and they pay 70, 80. That seems to be the norm over there, but over here we got it quite good. We're nowhere near that. So for $39.99, me myself personally, I will be doing it. And the reason being is because it's a special fight, it's a special occasion. And although yes, I would rather not, I would rather it not be $39.99. I'd rather it remain as what it is. But in a way, I can see that from a business perspective, they'll be thinking to themselves, well, listen, this fight is the biggest fight out there. There's not going to be a bigger fight. And for the companies like Sky and BT, whoever, they're just thinking to themselves, well, you know what? There's going to be high demand for this fight. People feel like they need to see this fight, and they've got to see this fight. So they just spike up the prices, knowing that, okay, maybe some people might not pay for it, or some people might use streaming sites or whatever, or illegal streams and whatever, and they might think, yeah, we'll lose some people, but the people that we will still get millions of people, because I think this is one of them where, yeah, it probably will break it probably will break pay-per-view records over here in the UK. I would say so. I think it will break pay-per-view records because it's the first, well, yeah, it's the first time I can ever think of where you get two British guys from over here fighting for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. It's unprecedented. It's kind of a one of a kind fight. So they know to themselves that, yeah, we can hike it up to whatever. People are gonna pay. There were even some who were saying, "Oh, it was gonna be £50 before." So, I mean, I don't know, but I think for me personally, for this specific thing, yeah, I'll give you my money. You can take my money because it's unprecedented. It's one off. It's one of a kind, and it's something that you might not see this in your lifetime again. Like two British heavyweights fighting for all the marbles for undisputed. Like I might never see that again in my lifetime. So it is that special that for me, for that reason, I would pay it, although I think it's a bump and whatever. But yeah, and as far as the venue goes, um, it's one of them where I think historically it is kind of a shame that it is not going to be held over here in this country, because I think England would be the right country to hold it, being that these guys are both British and they're both, brought up over here and based over here and whatnot. I mean, Fury's kind of based in America, but yeah, these are both homegrown guys, so it would have been better to be over here. But I think as long as we get the fight on, that's kind of the main thing. I think historically it would have been nice to have it in England, but as long as we get the fight on, that's kind of the main thing. As for territories where it will be, most people are saying that the smart money is on the Middle East. Most likely it will be somewhere like Saudi again, or maybe Dubai, somewhere like that. I've made previous video about Singapore. They threw their name into the hat. I think even places like, it's either Australia or New Zealand, where I think it's probably New Zealand. Yeah, I think it is New Zealand actually. New Zealand has got sort of less restrictions. I think they're kind of like Dubai, where their main thing is you wear the mask, and I suppose you can't come in from outside, but they're a bit further ahead than over here in the UK or whatever. So I think even somewhere like there might be an option. But for my money, I reckon Middle East or somewhere in Asia, where you're gonna get a massive site fee, and then you can pay the guys their 100 million purse or whatever. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this. Do you think 39.99 is too much? Will you be paying for this fight? Do you think it's fine to pay this much for undisputed, or do you reckon it should stay at the price point it was previously? For me, I'd rather it stay at the price point it was. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this. And until next time, this is MKO Pugilism, over and out. Catch you on the next one.